Welcome to Best of the Best Businesses in Central Mass. I'm your host, Andrea Castanetti, and I am here with the fabulous Tara Ostromecki from Makin Marketing.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. I'm super excited.
So am I. So, what's cool about you is I love young women entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And when I first met you, I didn't know who you were before our networking meeting started. And I love what you do.
Thank you.
So
yeah.
For someone like me who just got to know you over the last, few months, tell everybody what you do.
Yeah, so Makin Marketing is a creative and adaptable marketing firm. We're based right in Worcester, Massachusetts, but we actually serve clients all across the United States, which is a lot of fun.
Which is amazing.
We can be remote, we can be in person, however they want to do it. So we do everything from social media marketing, website design, creation, SEO, blogging, anything you need for marketing, you can come to us and we can do it for you.
And so many people are like, I'm not sure what she's talking about. So this is
how acronym.
Right. In the layman's terms, it is for people, any type of business owner looking to grow or scale their business. Mm-hmm. So for someone like us, realtors, we've spoken to you many times as far as, how to acquire new clients, how to run a YouTube channel, especially if you're a brand new business.
Yeah.
So 100%. Many people have amazing ideas, but have no idea how to implement anything.
Exactly.
And that's what you obviously come into play for.
Yeah. So what I like to tell people is basically we help you with the strategy. We come up with what you need, but we're also there to execute it. Right. So you're not having to deal with, 10 different vendors. You just come to us.
Which is so much easier.
One designated point of contact when you work with us, which is really nice because honestly too, you've noticed there isn't the word agency in the business name. And I came from the agency world previously. That's where some of my experience was. And unfortunately, there's a lot of negative connotations behind that. A lot of people have bad experiences and they're like, all agencies are like this.
Right.
So we're a marketing firm.
Yes.
And one of our, selling points is that we're extremely responsive. We listen to our clients. We take into account the data and analytics of what they're already doing versus, once we start getting going with them with social media, we're able to provide them actual numbers and actual results with everything we're working on.
Especially with someone say, I've been in real estate for 9 years. So we have things that have worked for us.
Yep.
But, we have to say with the times as well. What's great about you is you're younger. So now you really understand, if you're 47 versus 27, there's a lot in between those 20 years.
There's a big gap
that we might not know or be, at the best at. So first off, how long have you been in this and how did you get into it?
Yes. So to make a long story short, I actually started entrepreneurship when I was 8 years old. I had all sorts of different businesses from the name Makin Marketing. You can tell I love alliteration. So my first business was called Progressing Cause. And it was as simple as charging my mom to do services for my dogs, little doggy massages, dog walks, $7 an hour. It was pretty standard to minimum wage back then. So I've always just kind of created different businesses and I've always loved art. And I hit a point in my life where I knew how much I valued, financial freedom. I knew I wanted to be able to take care of myself. So I thought to myself, how can I wed my love for art and business and entrepreneurship? And then I found marketing. And I kind of found marketing by just being a consumer and seeing different deals and trying to reverse engineer them, buy one, get one free. No, we're really paying half off. Trying to figure that out. So I went to Wachusett for high school. I took a graphic design class. I took marketing class. From then, I knew that marketing was it. I'm really, really lucky to say I found what I love really early on. I didn't know I'd be starting a business full time when I was 21.
Crazy.
I had no idea because I was always under the impression you need to work for someone else for X amount of years and have X amount of money until you go full force. But actually when COVID happened, right before it happened, I came up with, I'm just going to freelance and do some marketing services. So early 2020, I had 2 different part-time jobs, one at a dance studio, one at a remodeling company. And when the pandemic hit, I decided I'm going to donate my services. I've taken 2 marketing classes in my life. So donate my time learning to help these businesses survive during the pandemic. And that's when people started to understand and know what I did. By no means is it something I would, put out there now as look at where but it's cool to see where you started. And, over time, I went to Nichols College, I took marketing classes.
That was my next question.
Yeah. And through that, I was able to gain a lot of experience through experiential learning, different internships, other jobs, other freelance opportunities. And that's what really helped me build the foundation for my knowledge and skill set to even be able to run a business.
Right, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And your passion shines through.
Thank you.
Every meeting, and I love that because when
yeah.
you're truly passionate about something, you don't feel like you're working.
Never.
You get to meet, I mean, we have 20 people out there right now.
Yeah.
You know, every meeting we have here, you know, you're always bringing something different. And that's just so important. You know, you're not just in it to make a buck.
Exactly.
And you can tell the difference between those people.
Yes.
So that's why, you know, there's so much to know.
Yes.
And when you own a business, I always say, if I knew 25 years ago when I started my first business, what I know now, I mean, it would, you know, night and day, but there's so much to know.
Yeah.
And when you start a business, or if you own a business and you feel stuck, that's why people, I mean, you offer a free first consultation and you sit and you take your, you know, it's not like a 20-minute, hey, let me give you a little teaser thing and say you have to hire me.
I mean, you experienced the consultation.
It was awesome.
I mean, it's very thorough. And, you know, I think a big part of the experience of working with Makin Marketing, whether it is just that initial consultation or you become a monthly client, is that we take the time to listen. And I think that's what a lot of other companies are lacking, because we have a lot of people come to us and say, well, I didn't have luck with this marketing company or they didn't respond. And it's like, it's not that hard to respond.
Right.
That's our number one priority. When we see a client email come through, they're being responded to. And, you know, I think what's important about that is just that we're able to kind of, you know, earlier on I said adaptable, right? So what that means is we're not just going to give you a cookie cutter marketing package like, hey, we do this for everyone else. You always have the opportunity to customize it as you need, as we suggest, whether it's something like, oh, you know what? I need one birthday post every quarter for my employees. Simple stuff like that, because, you know, we primarily do marketing for service-based companies, which is a little bit harder, but in my opinion, more fun than products-based, because we're marketing the people and we're helping build the trust behind the business. So
trust is huge.
It is number one.
And we're always evolving.
You
know, and that's the biggest thing. Like if I signed up with you for a year, I don't want to do the same thing for a year.
No.
I want to, and people
and
also,
you don't need to.
Exactly. And people also have to realize 1 month isn't going to change the trajectory of their business.
Give
it time. I mean, in my business here, I sent out a mail or I didn't get a million clients.
I know.
You need to send out month after month after month and always do something. So be patient, people, because it does pay off.
I will give you the best example from my own marketing. And mind you, like, at the beginning, I was very anti like paid ads. Like, I don't want to put money into marketing my company when I'm a marketing company. So I did it all organic through social media marketing, through networking, and through speaking events. Now, anytime I see someone, I'm not kidding, whether I was at a wedding this weekend and everyone in the family came up to me, and they're not my family, but everyone from that family came up and they said, oh my God, I heard about that award that you won.
Awesome.
Oh, I see you're so successful. And these people aren't necessarily liking or commenting on your post,
they see it.
But they are seeing it and reading it and consuming it. And that is the point of social media marketing, is to remind people who you are.
Exactly. And that's, you hit the nail on the head. People don't always comment or like, you know, but people lurk and people watch, and you know, you get that satisfaction knowing, or when they call you out of the blue. And say, hey, you know, so, you know, there's a million ways to grow your business. What do you think is the biggest challenge that you face as a young entrepreneur and in our business, in our industry?
Yeah, I think honestly, the biggest challenge is what you mentioned earlier, is showing the value of marketing to people that aren't in that industry, or they might not understand it. And I think people tend to confuse marketing with sales and marketing with lead generation because they are all very different things. And, you know, like one thing can't do it all. Like I said, we have all these different services, but you kind of have to look at it like a web. Like you can't just say, all right, I have an email list, send out emails. How are you growing that email list? You need good landing pages. You need good social media posts. So that's really, you know, the challenge that I've had in trying to teach people. And that's why I go and I volunteer. I do speaking events. I go to networking events and have those free conversations to educate people. Same thing with our social media platforms. We're always putting out stuff that's like really diving deep into some of these subjects to help people get a better understanding, because someone that might have just realized I need social media marketing now might not have the budget for it now. But if they're reading our content for a year about why it's important, here are some of the results we're getting for our clients. Eventually something will start to stick and they'll start to be like, oh, yeah, I learned that from Makin Marketing.
Exactly.
I'm going to go to them first.
And people always say, stop giving everything away for free. And I say, listen, that pays off infinitely
in dividends.
You tell people, you know, you educate them, and then that you'll build that trust with them, and they see that you realize you're not just here to make $1. Obviously, you have to make money to survive. But you give a little, you get a lot, and that's what you do, and that's why you're going to be, you know, even more massively successful than you are. So
I appreciate that.
So, what are your thoughts on like the future of your business? Where do you see your business headed in the next like 5 years?
Just immense growth. I mean, if you told me like a year and a half ago, when I took the leap into entrepreneurship. I had worked in corporate for about 3 to 6 months, and I was not feeling it. It was not for me. I am not born to be working, especially I think what I found was being the youngest person in the room and all the different jobs that I had. I wasn't listened to or respected in the ways that I wanted to be or deserved to be, honestly. You know, everyone deserves some level of respect. But I mean, just in the past year, we've won an award, Best New Business in Central Massachusetts.
Awesome.
We've gained one of our clients, the biggest casino down in Texas. So we're really starting to figure out our niche, which right now is casinos, construction companies, staffing companies, and as I mentioned, other service-based businesses kind of in that realm. Hopefully real estate once we get you guys in there.
We're in. Definitely.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, just immense growth. Like my personal goal is 10 years from now to be able to watch my company run without being so hands-on.
7 days a week.
I mean, as it is, but at the same time, like I went away last week to visit family and I took 2 days off. And I said to my client today, I'm like, I was having like heart palpitations. I missed it.
It's not easy.
When you really love what you do, you don't want to stop.
It doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
I love it.
And you know that.
Every day. Listen, I went away for 4 days. I still worked, you know, but it's nice to be able to have that balance. And I'm not a corporate America person either. So I definitely feel you on that. So, you know, what is one thing that you want all of our viewers to know about you, about the company, or what to expect if they decide to work with you?
Yeah. So if you were to work with Makin Marketing, you can, as I mentioned, expect responsiveness, expect great service, expect results. Not tomorrow, but over time. We have analytics to prove what we've done for our long-term clients, and even just clients that have been with us 6 months. It's easy to see results in that amount of time. So yeah, I mean, just exceptional service, being able to have packages that aren't just like, we're never going to say you need this because it's what everyone else is doing. We're going to take a deep dive into your business and everything around it, all of your goals, who you are as a business owner, what you care about, you know, and
it's a custom tailored program.
100%.
We don't do cookie cutter stuff here. So awesome. Well, if you are looking to grow your business, if you are looking to do something different in your business, bring in new clients, there's so many things that you can do. Tara Ostromecki from Makin Marketing is the one to go to. We'll have all our contact info below. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Andrea.